Hello everybody and welcome to the video people have been asking me to figure the fuck out and make for months at this point, ever since we announced we were doing a community meetup. Now I want to preface this video by saying this has taken a lot of organization on my part, on people that help on the Discord's part, on the other pillars. We've all come together to try and figure this shit out. We've never done anything like this before. So I want to say that, you know, a big thanks to everybody that's helped me out in organizing, whether it be venues, whether it be helping me out with the wording of the form, whether it be just prompting me to fucking do something about this so we can get it sorted out ready for the date that we've already announced, and when Tyler's going to be here. Thank you everybody for helping me out. But basically, as well on top of that, I just wanted to say, you know, this is, if you're not 100% that you're going to be attending the meetup at this stage, then please don't fill out the form, which I'm going to get onto in a minute. This is for people that 100% are going to be turning up, will be able to show up, and are interested in being there and have all the intention to be there. We don't need to have our time wasted by having to sift through a bunch of joke responses and trying to figure out who is who and who's actually coming, and there's some maybes. Like, just work with me here. If you're interested in showing up to the meetup, head down to the description, fill out the form. Now let me explain. So the meetup is going to be happening in London, somewhere in London. I'm not going to disclose the location. That's the reason we're doing the form, is so that we only disclose the location to certain people that fill out the form. Now only 70 people can attend in total, so obviously that includes the pillars being myself, Tyler, Ethan, George, as well as moderators and friends that we've already got set in stone that are going to be coming. But don't let that discourage you. If you are interested, do go ahead and fill out this form. And what we're going to have to do, if we get over 70, then obviously we're going to have to go through, pick some people out. It's basically first come, first serve, except for some, you know, minor exceptions. First people on it will be the first people that get confirmed. You have 2 weeks to fill out this form before I close it off completely. So that gives people plenty of time for everyone to see it in different places if you miss it the first time, whatever. Now, onto the details about this meetup. It's going to be in London. Like I said, I'm not disclosing the location just yet. As soon as we get all the people in, I will be emailing those people that were selected, that were the first people there, the exact address so that they can show up. But I'll give you all the other details. So it's going to be somewhere in London on August 3rd, which is a Saturday, 2019, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So obviously, if you do get selected and you're one of the people that got in first, then be sure, you know, to turn up at those times. But again, that'll be in the confirmation email once, you know, we go through everybody and make sure we've got our 70. There's a few details on the form that I wanted to make clear. Is that similar to our Discord, we've got an age limit, just because, you know, as much as we appreciate every single one of our viewers, we decided to put an age limit on it. We had to cut it off somewhere, and so the age limit is, if you're under 13, unfortunately, you know, we're not going to allow you to join us in the meetup, but most of our audience is above that age anyway. You know, there's some exceptions, but mostly they're above anyways. And along with that, if you're under 16, we ask that you bring a parent or guardian with you, which you can fill out on the form. So when you're filling out the form, if you are under 16, unless of course your birthday falls between now and the meetup, in which case don't fill that in, because we'll take that into consideration. You'll be 16 when the meetup happens, therefore you don't need to fill out that section if you don't want to. But if you are under 16, then please do fill out that section about parent or guardian, because we ask that you will bring them with you. If you don't, we won't allow you entry to the venue, because we don't want to be held responsible for anything that might happen, you know, to anyone under 16. We, you know, some people are a lot more independent, some people are a lot less independent, but that's sort of irrelevant. It's just we had to find a cutoff point where, just to sort of cover ourselves and, you know, make it, you know, cover everybody else. You know, we don't want random 13-year-olds just showing up and then their parents being like, I had no idea what was going on. You know, we don't want that, so we don't want to be responsible for any of that. Anyways, obviously, if you're over 16, don't worry about it. Just show up with yourself. If you want to bring a friend or whatever, there is a section on the form that tells you, get your friend to fill out their own form. You can't just like add them onto yours. They have to fill out their own form, so it's 2 individual people. Obviously, the only exception to that is when you're bringing a parent or guardian being under 16 yourself, but that's not what I'm talking about. If you are looking to bring a friend or a +1, shall we say, fill out that section and get them to fill out their own form, and then in that section you just put each other's names. So you just put whoever you want to go with that has filled out their own form, and they will do the same. on their form. So there's that. Just to explain this a little bit better, I feel like I fumbled my words a bit when I was explaining this. You'll be able to tell on the form, but basically what I'm trying to say is there's a section where basically it will say, are you bringing anyone else? If so, put their names below. And what you'll do is you'll just write down the names of anyone you happen to be going with so that we can group people together. That way, when your friend or your dad, I don't know, puts on their form that they're going with someone else, they would then write your name. So that way we know people are going together. That way we won't accidentally approve one person but not their friend. Like, you know, if we've got to pick and choose, we'll be able to group everyone together. So that maybe that's a bit better to understand. Obviously, all the other information is on there. We do full name, email so that we can contact you, phone number so that we can sort of verify who's who. You know, we don't just want to give it just like, oh yeah, just show up with your name or your email address. We kind of want a full verification of, you know, we know who's going to be there. And people that are serious about showing up will be able to provide us with the information of the phone number, the email address, their address, and that only goes to myself. So obviously, if you don't want to give me your address, fair enough. But if you do want to come to the meetup, we'll need that information just to secure, make sure everything's safe. You know, we can't just let any old person show up just because they've given us their name. We need secure information that, you know, we know who's showing up. So like I said, all this information is only going to me, not you know, all the pillars, just me. So there's that. So if anything were to happen with regards to your information, which it won't, but if it did, then of course I'll be responsible for that. But it won't happen. So don't worry, it's safe. But anyway, like I've said, it's not a, you know, this is not going to be a formal event. It's not some sort of convention or anything like that. It really is just me, Ethan, George, and Tyler. You know, we formed this community in the 4 pillars, and we thought it would be nice to just have a meetup where anyone that watches our stuff, whether it be our streams, our videos, whatever it is, can just show up, interact with each other in person, interact with us. We can just hang out, just have a laugh for a little bit, just a couple hours, and then go our separate ways. We thought it would be nice to do. You know, we're not making any money from this. You know, we've had to pay for this out of our own pocket, so, you know, this is just something we thought would be good. But if you found anything I've said confusing, obviously you can go and read the actual form, which I think I've laid it out a lot better, but I wanted to make this video to clarify and confirm everything. On top of that, if you have any questions, if you have any queries, if you're a little bit confused, don't be afraid to drop me a tweet or drop me an email, my business email, which is down below in the description. If you want to clarify anything, I'd be more than happy to respond and help you out if you're interested in coming. But that's everything. So, like I said, we've never done this before. This is kind of crazy and a little bit confusing, overwhelming. But we'll see how it goes. Either this is going to be an absolute blast or a shit show. I'd probably somewhere in between. But I can't wait. I really can't wait to meet. You know, I can't wait to meet Ethan and Tyler, who I've never met before. Can't wait to meet, you know, all of our moderators and friends and things like that, and other content creators that, you know, we've come to know, as well as you guys as well. Just people that you know, watch the content, that comment in the streams, people that are just about, like, just being able to be in a room with all these people. It should be a really nice experience, hopefully. Yeah, you know, you can only hope. Anyway, I think that's all the information. Like I said, fill out the form, first 70. And then that's it, really, because I could only hire out 70. It was the highest capacity of this room, which was like £50 an hour. So it's like £150 for, you know, this isn't an investment or anything. It's just for everyone to show up to. So there's that. I think that's everything. I'm just trying to make sure I've covered all my bases with regards to information. If I haven't, it's on the form anyway. I think I figured it out. I think that's everything. I don't have anything else to say. Okay, we're good to go. Head down to the description, fill out the form. If you have any questions, tweet me, email my business email, lasersinquiries@gmail.com in the description. You can contact me on Discord, which is again in the description. And I think that's everything. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys there at the meetup with all the boys and the gamers. And it should be a good time. Absolutely terrifying. Anyway, that's it. And I will see you all later on. Goodbye.